Hello everyone, today I am going to take up in detail active and passive voice. There are two ways in which we can describe an action performed by the subject and in relation with to the object, either active voice or passive voice. As we all know, what is sentence? Sentence is a group of words which gives us sense. And a sentence is divided into three parts: subject, verb, and object. What is subject? Subject is somebody who performs an action. Okay, or we can say subject is somebody or something which we are talking about. What is a verb? What is verb? Verb is an action. What is object? Object is somebody, or you can say something on which the action is being performed. Fine. So for a sentence, we need three things: subject, verb, and object. And now we need to understand that why we change the active voice into passive voice, and what is active voice and what is passive voice exactly. Active voice sentences are those sentences in which we are giving more attention, or we are giving more value to our subject. Okay, and in passive voice we are giving more means value to our object. Okay, when we need to give more value to our object, we make the sentence in passive voice. Or we don't know the subject. If we don't know the subject, then also we make the sentence in passive voice. Alright, so here I am going to start it. In active voice, subject performs an action. Subject performs an action on the object. Alright. So here the structure of my sentence would be subject, verb, and object. Alright. For active voice, this is for active voice. And here, if we are changing the subject, we are changing the sentence, or we are making a sentence in passive voice, then what happens? An action is in passive voice, an action is received by the object or performed by the subject. Okay, an action is received by the object performed by the subject. Then our structure of the sentence would be sub-object, O for object. Then what we add? Helping verb like is, am, are, is being, okay, am being, are being, or means the helping verb. You all know object, then the helping verb. I write HV for helping verb. Then we write our main verb, and the third form of the verb we use, the third form of the verb. Alright, then we add a preposition by before our subject. By, then we write our subject. So this is the structure for passive voice sentences: object, helping verb, main verb, third form, by, and subject. Alright, so for changing a subject, for changing a sentence from active voice into passive voice, we have to follow certain rules. What rules we have to follow? Firstly, number one, we have to observe our subject, verb, and object. Okay. Number two, we swap the subject from the object. We swap the subject, like, okay, I'm going to tell you how. How you change the subject, how you change the active voice into passive voice. Number one, point number one, observe subject, verb, and object. Point number two, We swap. What we swap? Subject from object and object from subject. Point number 3. We convert the verb, first form of the verb into third form of the verb. Okay, convert verb into third form of the verb. Point number 4. Point number 4, we add a preposition. Add preposition by before our subject. Alright. Point number 5, use helping verb. Okay, helping verb. So these 5 things we have to follow to change a sentence from active voice into passive voice. Here I'm going to start up with present tense. Alright, let us take an example of present tense here. Simple present tense. Like Ria cooks food. This is the sentence of simple present tense. Ria cooks food. What is the subject? Ria, who is performing an action, who is cooking the food. So what is the subject? Ria. What is cooks? Cooks is an action here. So it means it is your verb. What is food? Food is the object. Okay. So here, what I do, this is the sentence of active voice. Okay. Active voice. How we change it into passive voice? Firstly, we have to swap the subject from object and object to subject. So what is my object? Food. Here I write food. And Ria will go in last. Ria will go in last. What is your verb? Cooks. Here I am going to change it according to my rule number 3. Verb into third form of the verb, that is cooked. C-O-O-K-E-D. Cooked. One more thing I have to do here. I have to use the helping verb. So, for present tense, simple present tense, we use the helping verb is, am or according to our, you can say, object here. So, food. For food, I am going to write food is cooked. And the last thing what I am going to do here, adding by. Food is cooked by Ria. So, this is how we can change a sentence from active voice into passive voice. Now let us take an example of present continuous tense. This is example number 1. Here I am going to write example 2. Ria is cooking food. So children, what is your subject? Obviously Ria, and object food. So here I am going to swap it. From food I am going to write here food. Then Ria in last. Alright. Ria in last. Food. The third form of cook. We use cooked here. Cooked. Alright. And for present continuous tense, we use the helping verb is being, are being or am being. For food, what we have to use? Is being. Food is being cooked. Here I am adding preposition by. So now my sentence is food is being cooked by Ria. Very simple. So now I am going to take one more example, that is of present perfect tense. Alright, present perfect tense. Ria has cooked food. Ria has cooked food. So what we have to understand here, what we have to observe, what is our subject? Ria. What is our object? Food. Here I am using the verb has cooked. Alright, this is your verb. So what we have to do, firstly we are going to swap subject from object, object from subject. Food. We have to swap subject and object. Food I am going to write here, and Ria in last. Alright. Cooked. Already we are using the third form of the verb, so I am going to write it as it is here. Cooked. And present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, we use the helping verb has been or have been. So here with my object food, I am going to use has been, as this is the singular, okay, singular object, food. And now the object becomes the subject, and subject you can say became the object. Food has been cooked by Ria. Food has been cooked by Ria. So children, why we did it? Why we did it? If we are giving more value to our subject Ria, we are using active voice sentences like Ria cooked food. If we are giving more attention to our food, then we are using passive voice. Alright. So children, if you want to know where is Ria and what is Ria doing, what is Ria doing? I'm giving you answer. Ria is cooking food, because here I want to know about Ria, because Ria is more important for me. Then you said Ria is cooking food. Alright. So in active voice, and if you are getting hungry and you want to know what about food, then you can say food is being cooked by Ria, or food is being cooked. Okay. So here what is more important for you, Ria or food? Yes, exactly. If you are hungry, then food is more important for you. All right. So you will say that food is being prepared. Okay. Food is being prepared. Then we can add by Ria. Fine. So this is how we can change the active voice sentences into passive voice. So I think this is enough for this video. We'll meet in next video. Till then, bye bye.